It all began on the 3rd of March 2008 as the government moved in security forces to restore law and order in Mount Elgon that was then under the reign of the dreaded Sabaot Land Defense Force. Okoa Maisha was the name of the operation, aimed at flushing out the armed rebel group that had taken an entire community hostage, an effort that was applauded at its inception until this evidence.
Wakasema hata nguo wewe ni nani? Kaambia ni mimi Juma. Mhandi akasema ni sergeant ya Bungoma, wewe na ficha wa makaidi. Nikapiko saa hiyo.
And confessions of what appeared to be cases of torture of innocent civilians by the military, what immediately sparked of anger from human rights groups that called on the government to take action on those involved. More than 2 years later, and the victims have now finally sued the Kenyan government at the East African Court of Justice over the alleged torture of up to 3,000 people. The victims have filed a case regionally through a local human rights body, the Independent Medical Legal Unit, saying all avenues to find justice locally have failed. Those targeted in the suit include Attorney General Amos Wako, Chief of General Staff of the Armed Forces Jeremiah Kianga, Police Commissioner Matthew Itere, and the Secretary General of the East African Community Ambassador Juma Mwapachu. The victims want the East African Court of Justice to fault the government for failing in its duty to investigate those behind the alleged torture, cruelty, and gross inhumane treatment of victims, as well as failure to compensate the victims and the families of those killed during the operation. According to a 2008 report by the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, dubbed the Mountain of Terror, that has been used as part of evidence against the government in the regional court, up to 600 people were killed by the military and over 3,000 others tortured during the Okoa Maisha operation in the then volatile region. Evelyn Wambui, KTN Prime.